I think we're live right now. Hello, hi. This is Armand from Coyote, and I hope you can hear us and you can see us. Let us know if this doesn't work in the chat. We're very excited. Today, I have Paloma joining me again for another session on programming, on building a Twitter clone. Hello, Paloma. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. And you doing?
How's life? Life is very positive, and I see you're very brave. You don't have your friends today with you.
Oh, they wanted to come, but I thought there was a better thing today.
Okay. Before we start, we have some cool announcements. We're going to be, definitely. We're going to be doing the live stream. We're going to write a lot of code and so on and so forth. But Paloma, as a student of Coyote for what, 8 weeks now? This is the 8th week, right? Mm-hmm. Received her first job. She landed her first job as an intern at Sauce Labs. And now the world will hear about it. Congratulations. We should have prepared something like, big balloons and flakes and to celebrate, but this is great. So congrats on your new job. And I'm very, very happy that that we were able to support you so far. And I'm sure you're going to have an amazing experience there at Sauce Labs. And you're going to amaze everybody with your skills as an intern in open source engineering team. Is that it?
Yes.
Yes. So would you like to tell us a little bit about your new company?
I'm really through. Wow, that's a public announcement. Oh my God, I'm still like observing everything. And well, first of all, it's like without Coyote, I don't know when that would be possible because it did prepare me. It did prepare me, and in so many levels. From confidence, especially technically, of course, but from confidence and for understanding things. So it's pretty amazing. And I'm pretty in love with this new path because for me it's very dear. It is the open source team. And I love the philosophy behind open source. That's something very dear for me for a long time. And it is an amazing component that deals with testing, but automated testing in the cloud. So I think, I don't think I can measure now how much I'm going to learn.
It's going to be a great experience for you.
I am very excited.
We are too. And I know how much it matters to have a job, especially when you're switching careers. And I know how dear it is. And that's why we're fully with you, we're supporting you. And we know that you're going to succeed. Perfect. But before we get to that, wait, when do you start?
October 1st.
October 1st. So in like 2 weeks. Yes. That's amazing. Then let's prepare you a little bit more to your new role. Because I believe you're going to be writing a lot of code. And let's take today, the next 2 hours, to go over a little project that we started 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Yeah. So could you maybe tell us a little bit about the project, maybe why we're doing this, what are we doing, and maybe we could also go over the code.
Yes. Should I share my screen?
And make a recap? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can go over the code maybe. Yeah. You can share your screen.
Okay. So which desktop do I want? I want this one.
How many desktops do you have?
Oh, better don't ask now. So just making a little recap, the whole idea that was started 2 weeks ago was doing a Twitter clone. And the whole idea behind this, it's for learning, right? It's for pure learning purpose. And we see this whole monster that it is so big. And when we're starting, we're like, I don't know, not even how to start. And I mean, doing a Twitter clone was pretty cool because it's something that we use a lot, and understanding what it's behind this, it was a pretty interesting, challenging thing to do. What I did between last 2 weeks and now, I have to confess, I didn't touch the project that much. What I did was upload it to the cloud. So we will need to recap a little bit. And
that is expected. It's fine.
I put it there so people can have access and learn with us. And if they want to repeat it and study the code, so it will be available. I would just ask a few days so I can make like a proper documentation for them to go through. So this is what we had, and I put it like classes, previous classes. What we did was talking a little bit about what was that, and we went through a little architecture to plan better what we wanted to do. So we started doing a little bit of class architecture and understand what has to contain each of the modules, let's put that way, to use not so technical terms. And we were like, oh, that's what we have to do. And then we spend the next 2 hours like discussing how to do it and the best methods to do it. And what we did so far is start transforming that into models, which will be the base for our database. We're using MongoDB, which is a non-relational database, which I find very lovely. And this is where we got so far. But we still need a lot of job to make it look like at least a little bit like Twitter. And I made a to-do list for us.
Okay.
So we actually need to add the classes or the methods to the model because that was missing the previous part.
Mm-hmm.
We need to verify if we do have a database connection or not. And then we're starting our front end. We will use the Vue.js, and the whole idea of this, the project is actually using the technologies we study during Coyote. I mean, we do learn how to think about software engineer, but we based into Node.js and Vue.js as our main languages to think about software engineering. And that's why we're doing this project and applying to this project. Oh, yeah.
Sounds great.
And just, and we have to make them talk, which is a thing. And I took notes from the previous live, and some really nice people made some comments on the chat. And I think that if we have time, we should definitely look at it, or at least leave it in a to-do so people can do that by their own, like continuing the project, as it is open source and it will be in GitHub. So Hassan asked us to go a little slow. So
I didn't really understand that. Did he ask us to go slower, or did he ask us to go faster?
I understand it slower.
I guess so, right? Yeah.
I guess so. Because like I put it in my place, like I'm watching this because I want to learn, and then I would go way slower. And Tamai said if we could put an updated at, because it is very annoying not being able to edit a tweet, and I agree with that. And Ikai asked us if it's possible to tag the user, and also how to add the reply. But I put that in like a Kanban style to-do list if we have time.
All right. So maybe you could also walk us through the code a little bit, what we did last time. Yeah. I'm a little bit rusty. Like I don't really remember what we wrote.
Oh, I have the code here. Like that's the full code that we did. Well, I think that's more important to start with the classes before going through the models.
Yeah.
So we defined what the user had, right? So we went to the Twitter and we were like, oh, what does a Twitter have? So there's a picture profile, there's a display name, there's a handle, there's a bio, there's location, website, join that, following followers, tweet, retweets, and likes. We kind of ignored the media because we ignore the media. And then we went through the tweet and said, oh, what's in a tweet? Oh, a tweet, there's like the author, when it was created at, and a body or a description, a reply, a retweet, and a like. And we based actually observing the website, and then we put it in the code. So we have a picture profile, a bio, and we defined what it is, right? So a profile picture, it's a string because the name of we're considering at this moment, like the name of the file and not like the type of file itself. The bio, it's also a string, the location, because we can actually in tweet write whatever, like I can put the moon. So we didn't put it into coordinates. Otherwise we would have like an array of coordinates, which is a number. And then with a website, which is also a string created at, we put it with the new date method. And then we have an array of followers, which will be users we follow. And the following, which is basically the same, but the one we follow, an array of tweets, which are the tweets we create, and the liked tweets, like hearts. And
they're the ones that we liked, right? The tweets that we liked so far. Okay.
For that, we create 4 different methods, which are the actions to talk with the tweet that I see as an entity. So we have the tweet that pushes into the array of tweets. We have we're following a user and we're pushing that into the user, and we're updating this into our own list. We have the like, we're basically doing that too. We're saying which tweet we like and putting that into our array as users. And we have the retweet. We decided that the more interesting way to do that, we could do it into so many possibilities, but just adding an original tweet. So the code would understand better what it is a retweet and a tweet, and we didn't need to recreate the whole tweet. Yeah, and we said that it's must have is a name, a handle, and an email.
That is a user, right? A user must have a name, a handle, and an email.
Yeah, we're in user.
Yeah. Okay.
And we also created tweet class, and we need a created at, replies, likes, retweets, original tweet, and attachments that can be, you can add like a GIF or, all those things you can attach. We understand as attachments, and the body would be here where you write things. And that would be it. And then we create like to test if everything was working. We create our profiles and we tested if it was working and saying hello, tweet, a retweet, and the like.
Could you run it in a debug session and show us the object structure in runtime? Like maybe by putting a breakpoint on line 59?
Yeah, sure. There's one thing that I did in between that what I did is put this, this I didn't test it. what I did is using so Coyote has a nice GitHub, and in this GitHub we have like a stack, and I actually downloaded to use this stack as a base for the project. And what I did is copying this code inside of here, and I didn't test it after this.
Damn.
I actually
No, it's fine. This doesn't currently work because it's set up to debug the backend in Docker. So what we should do is to create a new profile and
okay.
yeah, a new configuration Node.js launch program. I think we need that. So you click Add Configuration button here. And Node.js attach, sorry, launch.
Via npm?
No, where is it? If you don't type anything, I think I saw there. So launch program is at the bottom. Node.js launch program. Yeah, great. And the name of the file is previous classes, I guess. So you replace app.js with previous classes on line 9. Is it at the root? Is previous classes at the root?
I can put it there.
Doesn't matter. Where is it?
I don't remember where I put it. Where did I put it? Where did I put it?
It's under model. Okay, yeah, maybe you can take it out to the root.
Yeah.
Because it's a single file, right? It
Yep.
doesn't depend on anything. Yeah, so let's do that. I think you need to scroll down. Scroll down, and yeah, there. Okay, now instead of app.js, you write previous classes, previous dash classes. Yep. Let's see.
Nice.
I think you should be able to debug this right now. There is a launch program there. Yeah. And run it. That should, yeah, that basically gave you the user. It logged the user. Now we need a breakpoint on line 59. Yeah. And perfect. So let's have a look at the users and the tweets. So that's our first user. Doesn't have any tweets of his own.
No, it is not. Yeah.
But there's a tweet he liked, and if you scroll down, we should see
Do you want to go into the tweet to see?
No, not right now. We know that it's a like tweet. So he also has a tweet. Let's open that one. That would be interesting. Okay, that's a tweet. And there, if you scroll down, there is an original tweet. So we know that this is a retweet. How do we know this is a retweet? There is an original tweet there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it even tells me, yeah, it even tells me who is this. Cool.
All right. And since that thing is not a retweet, its original tweet is empty. Like the original tweet 1 is not a retweet. Therefore, tweet 1's original tweet is empty. But -SW's retweet that has an original tweet set as tweet 1. Okay, if you scroll down, I think you're going to see P cultural. Yep. There, she doesn't have any followers. No like tweets, as a name, as a handle, profile picture, empty. And then there's one tweet, and that is the original Hello World tweet. If you open that, I think we're going to see the Hello World tweet. Yep. Yes. And I think this has retweets, right?
Yes.
An array of retweets. So apparently this is working. So far, so good.
Cool.
Congrats.
Now let's break it. No, not break it, but let's put it into the other format so it can actually go to our database, right?
Okay. What do we do there?
So we did part of it. We adapted with Mongoose help into our MongoDB schema syntax.
Yeah.
We need to check that.
Did we complete this?
No, we didn't complete.
Okay.
Yep. So let me put this. Actually, what I want here is that I want to put my previous class here just to make sure we're following and not to get lost.
Okay.
Whew, tension moment. So we have a user schema and we have, we started from the construct. So we have a name, which
handle and email.
Require. We have a handle, which is require and unique. And we have an email, which is also require and unique. Perfect. Our construct is done. And we have our picture profile string, location string, bio string. We can be super picky and put that in the exact order not to get lost. And we have a website created at, with Jennifer joined it, but it's okay. And because it's just like Twitter. And following followers, tweet.
So okay, since we have timestamps true on line 57.
Yep.
I know you hate it, but since we have timestamps true here, you don't need to put join that as a property. Because when you pass timestamps true, it will automatically tag created at and updated at whenever you change this document. So
perfect. So we don't need to have the distinguishing saying, but like how will this be converted into this? I mean, yeah, joined at. How am I? Where am I? This. Hello? 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 Armand, don't leave me. I guess we'll lose him for a little while, but he will be back. Cool. Am I still online? I am. Is there anyone there with me? Thank you.
I'm back.
There? Thank you. I was feeling lonely and desperate.
Sorry, my my internet connection just freaked out. So I had to switch to 4G.
Internet, being internet.
Yes, like Furkan's like, so what now?
So bye, Nutella time.
Okay.
So the question was, how does the timestamp becomes joined?
Because when you have timestamps true, what Mongoose does is it adds a property called created at. And whenever you create a new object, it saves that property in that object. Which means whenever you create a new user, which happens during account signup, during registration, it adds a new property created at to that object, to that user, which makes us track that. So that is join that. Your join date is when your user was created on Twitter, right?
Amazing.
And we can basically track it by just looking at created at attribute. Cool. Because that is one attribute that will never change alongside the ID, of course.
So we can actually delete it all? Can we
delete join that? We can delete join that.
Oh, done. Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically what we're missing is telling,
So wait,
yeah.
Did we go over the tweets and like tweets and such? I missed that part. Like their
No.
auto-populate there.
Yeah, that I added. I think we didn't do it online, but yeah, that I added. Should I tell?
Yeah, talk a little bit more about what they do.
Yeah, because that is actually a kind of I'm trying to find a better word for not pain in the ass, but I cannot find it. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So
okay,
auto-populate is a nice peep that what does is that it fetches, weird word for the people beginning. So what it does is like getting the information of the thing you want. In this case, we want the information from the followers, but we want to know more than just the ID or the basic information. And auto-populate let us having the whole information of the thing. So it's pretty cool, but it can be also like a rabbit hole. So what we do, it's actually we can set the maximum depth, and that is reading through a nesting or the how does, for example, this one is referring to the user, and the user has this whole bunch of information. So we don't want all that. We just want to know who's the user and like and how do we relate with. So we will just get like at the first level of the thing. But
what happens if you set max depth to 2?
We will have more and more information. That's why we put.
What does more mean?
Like in tweet. Good example. With what we want in the tweet, we want to know not just who did it, but when was it done. Actually, I have to check out what it prints, but we want to know like the user. I think if it has an original tweet as well to understand if it is retweeted or not, and the followers maybe. Do you want to print it out and see how it goes?
Exactly. I want to see the differences. What happens when we remove max depth? What happens when max depth is 1? And what happens when max depth is 2 or 3?
And can we do that in the debugger?
That is something I should ask you. If you are currently in Coyote stack, if you run the entire stack, while the entire stack is running, you can attach to the backend, and then you can put a breakpoint, and or when the entire stack is running, we can actually print it to the console and see it on the console.
Yeah, but then we need to first because when I use it, I actually what I did was actually put it in running the API, and from the API seeing the results. And should we go further before testing that, or do you want to test that now?
Yeah, let's move forward, and then we can come back and see the effect of max depth.
Cool.
Let's go on.
But that's the whole thing about this peep. So that's what auto-populate help us doing, and not having the whole thing, but just defining exactly what we want. There is a way also, if we go into the documentation, that tells that we can select.
Yeah.
But I found that a bit confusing, I must say. I have to go there and test that more.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, that was it. But now in here, so the following is connected to the user. So it's getting user as a reference, and the followers also. But the tweets is getting the tweet as reference, which it's something that can be a little confusing when you have things like at the project I am developing for Coyote. If it's full of that self-referencing, and that's something I think if we don't have the architecture super clear in the head, can be a circular dependence forever, like a rabbit, like the black hole. I don't know if you want to say something about that or how to avoid that.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So next up is the tweet model.
Exactly. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. And let's see what we put. So one thing that we don't, so we start with the author and I change name.
Oh, there you did select in auto-populate.
Yeah, but that, I don't know. I try, oh, maybe that was what I did wrong. I did something wrong once and I was like, oh, I'm afraid of putting select. Then I used the max step.
It's fine. If this doesn't work, we can always have a look at it later.
Okay. And this is require, and that's why it's true. Reference to the user because it's the author. And description, actually, I put it as body. Cool. Body. Yeah. And that's what it is require. This is something also added because, well, it was a brain nut figuring out what to do to have this original tweet there. And
what does do?
Well, it understands that if and only if we have because we don't want to recreate and have a special class for retweet and connecting them. So that's why in the first class, we took actually a longer time understanding what a retweet is. And there's also some people in the comment trying to help. It is super cute. Like if you go back to see the chat, it's like, I retweet and trying to define, because that for me is like, it was the most brain exploding, super hard to understand.
How do you feel about it right now?
I feel better. It is like the next step though. It's not as straightforward at understanding print. It is something that you really have to put some brains to think about it. But what it does, it's so instead of saying, oh, it's just true, you say, uh-oh, wait, it is true that it is required, but it will only gonna be required if you're if you don't have the need to add the original tweet. I mean, because if you're retweeting, what you're doing is that you already have a body on it. You already have it as your original tweet. It's already there, right? The previous one. So you need to put this validation, and we could, the key thought, the key thinking is, we need to validate this because we don't want to have another class or another model or a more complicated thing or possibility to design this retweet. So we made this as just a validation process.
So I think it makes sense. So what you say is the body is required only when this is an original tweet. And when this is a retweet, the body is not required.
Exactly.
If you write a body, it becomes a quote tweet. If you don't write a body, it is a direct retweet.
Much better explained. Yes.
All right, let's go on.
Yeah, that I think was like for the most part, a lot of time on it. And but what it is the original tweet? Well, that's why you have to differentiate it to the tweet and understand where it comes from. And but the retweet, it's gonna also be a tweet, because at the end, a retweet, it is a tweet. That's why it was a brain exploding. And we have an array of attachments when it was created, but then it's the same logic, right? If you have the recreated here, I can the timestamp. Perfect. This was just a little note for me to ask you, actually, because it is in the to-do if we do the replies or not. So I left it there, but not using it.
Yeah, I think we should have replies, right? Twitter has replies, but that should be a tweet. But then also a tweet should know if it's a reply to another tweet. So reply to, we should add that as another property to the tweet. Let's still leave it out for now, and we can always come back to it and build it.
I think there was like a bit complex for now. Wait, already have the brain exploded once. Leave it there. And likes is exactly, yeah. So yeah. Here I had a doubt actually if the likes was the user or the tweet. Then I do something I had doubt.
Likes should be a user, because like, who is liking a tweet? If a tweet is keeping, I don't know, the details of likes, that is the users. And if you go to any tweet detail and click, I don't know, 9 likes, it shows you the people that liked it.
Yep.
So liking a tweet doesn't create a tweet on its own. That's why likes cannot be an array of tweets. It can only be an array of users, because users are liking tweets.
Perfect. Then it's good. Then so well thought. Oof.
Okay.
Cool. That was just the recap.
All right.
And
great recap.
Great. That was actually so good. Heartwarmed. But we still need to put our methods inside of this model, because we need, this is not magic, right?
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we have a few ones here. So first is the tree. So yeah, so to do that, we go at the end and we put a class user, just like our class. Actually, I know you don't like me copy pasting, but here is the case that I can copy paste, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
Well, not everything.
But we will delete it. Like, yeah, by constructor, you're gone. Everything here is already up, so gone.
Okay.
And why linting? Yeah, cool. So I said the class.
Probably, yeah. If you save it, does it fix it?
Part of it, but the user is
just,
because we need to say here.
Yeah.
We need to upload. Yeah.
Upload?
No, the upload. What was it?
I think you're looking for user schema.load class.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
User schema
load
class. Yeah, load class, and then you pass in the class.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Tweet, why you don't like the tweet? Should we put it?
Paste all of that you need to change. Never copy paste code without going over it first.
Yeah, but I think this one is because don't we need to import the tweet schema here?
I'm not talking about it. The functions about that, we didn't look into them yet.
Oh, okay.
So the tweet function, it adds an incoming tweet to the tweets of the user. Do you need to save the user as a result of this?
We need, and
I think you need this .save there, right?
We do, but before that, tweet. Did that save this? No.
No, this .save should be enough. That saves the
just the
entire user document. Yeah.
Now, because we're dealing with databases, don't we need to make those asynchronous functions because we need to wait for the result back?
That makes sense. Yes. But if you return this .save here, I think that will work a little bit better. So on line 59, you just type return at the start of the line. And what this does is it returns the promise of save. So let the user await this. When the user awaits this tweet, they are awaiting your save operation. So let me put it this way. The user might want to use promise.all. You remember promise.all, right? It takes in a bunch of promises and awaits them and gives you the results. So the issue here is the user might not want you to be blocking, to be waiting for tweet's save operation. Maybe the user of this API is writing other promises alongside this user.tweet, and maybe they will do promise.all, and they want to track all the promises and their resolution on their own lifecycle. Therefore, if you do this, you are being a blocking operation. Think of the scenario where a user tweets 10 times. There, if you await this save within this function, your code will save them one by one, and until we get a confirmation from MongoDB, we won't save the second one. Whereas the user might say, okay, I'm going to put these all in a promise all run, and I'm going to run all of them in parallel. If you return this.save, you give the user that opportunity to run this tweet operation in parallel with other promises. So this is a little bit more flexible. If you don't need that result in this function, you shouldn't really await the promise. You should just return it. The user of this function will await it anyway, but give them the flexibility to decide when this save operation should occur.
Oh, that makes sense, but I just have one doubt about it, because I do have a post-it in my monitor to remind me that never write a promise if you can use a sync await.
Yes, but we didn't write a promise.
But the
save operation itself is returning a promise to us. Previously, you would write await there, and you would wait for the promise to be resolved, but we don't need it. We just return whatever is coming to us as a result of the save operation. We're just passing it to the user, the actual programmer who is programming this user.tweet function. So we're actually not creating a promise. We're not writing then anywhere. We're just returning the promise that we're receiving from save, and whoever wants to await it, they can await it.
Oh, amazing. This was actually the super study of the week. Thanks, Steve. That's pretty cool. Wow.
Yep.
So tweet method is done.
Okay, what about the second one?
Follow?
Yeah, there.
Yeah, follow, we will need to return actually.
Return what?
Oh, it's the same actually, right?
Is it? Same as what?
The same case as the...
Is it?
The tweet, because we just want to...
All right, write it out.
Okay.
And then?
Yeah, but we have two different pushes here. So...
Yes.
But I understand, like, this one is getting this user and putting into this array, but no. So when I have more than one thing to return, then should I?
When you have more than one thing to await.
And then I can cause a blocking. Then I need it.
I mean, you still could get away by returning an array of promises, or a new promise that awaits these things, that executes these things. But I think that would be a little bit complicated right now, and we don't really need it. We can do await this.save and then await user.save, because you also need to save the user, because you're also modifying the incoming user parameter here.
Okay. But then I have to make here a sync, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then await user.save. Yeah.
So, okay, cool. So the other possibility would it be having this return an array?
No, it would be returning a new promise where when you run the promise, it does the save operations and does a promise all.
Gotcha. I like this. It's like super more clean, and I can have also the steps to debug, I guess, will be easier too if I need to debug it.
I think you could also just do return promise.all in parentheses in square brackets this.save comma user.save. That should also work.
Let's do, I like this. I like async await. It's so readable.
It's readable. I agree. And at this point, we don't really care about performance or other stuff.
Okay. And so because we also need to go back as a tweet and to the user array, I also would need the same. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's async you like. This should I put in order because it's in.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
However you like.
Wait, save. Looks good. Cool.
What about the retweet?
Retweet. I think I'll have dreams about retweet.
Nightmare about retweet.
I actually had dreams at night. Like, what? I woke up with this scolding man. Yeah, so the first thing is that it's not recognizing the tweet. It's because I didn't import the tweet schema. It's not defined.
The tweet model, I guess.
Oh yeah, sorry. So tweet.create, right? We have to do.
It should be tweet.create.
Yep. But I still have to. Yeah.
And you still need to import the tweet model.
Yep. Where are you, Scooby-Doo? Yeah, gone. Cool.
Now create. Wait, done? Done what?
No.
Create receives an object. Create doesn't receive two parameters, it receives one parameter, and that's an object. So what does tweet.create require you to pass in?
It's
what are the required fields for tweet?
Body and author. So, can I put this or author?
The body is body, and then you should say author colon this. No, body should stay.
Author.
But there is no author here. The author is this. So you need author colon. No, you need author colon this.
What's colon?
It's that two dots on top of each other. That character on the keyboard.
Damn.
That we use in
like
object
this?
keys.
What?
No.
What are you talking? Oh, I see. You're talking about like lost in translation.
Yes, that's a colon.
Oh, multicultural places.
You might need to save it.
Saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
Save.
also need to save the retweet and the original tweet and yourself, I guess, right?
Yeah. So I think you peel, and here we do wait. So the first one is retweet, save. What?
Oops.
The next one is the. Do we need to save the tweet as well? Yeah.
You need to save the original tweet.
Right. Original tweet. And let's wait and save this. Cool.
Okay. Looks good.
Bye, retweet. I'm done with you. No. Okay, cool. Is it?
This is why Instagram doesn't implement a repost.
Do you want to repost? You download another API to do it. Makes sense.
Okay, let's move on to the tweet.
No,
Are there any methods in the tweet?
We don't have methods in tweet. We're good. Tweet is nice.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
so does this work?
We could talk about reply, but I think we should just move on.
No, let's not do it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So by previous, we're done. Let's see, add classes to model. We did it. Thank you, Gabby, for this model. I super copy you. I love the to-do. So let's verify our database. Looks important now. We have to create our roots and having a place to test it. So we need to, oh, actually we're not done with previous classes because we need to create a initialize root to test our database. Makes sense? Do you want to do that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do I want to do that? I don't think so, but you can do that.
Okay. So here we go, our roots. We have user, and I will do get initialize. And inside of here,
Exciting. What do we do there?
What I do?
No, I'm just asking what's going to come. It's very exciting.
Sorry. Yeah, that's actually quite exciting because it's when you see, oh, it's outside my head. It is in a database. I think it's pretty exciting actually. So what we do is data. This thing that we tested to see, that's why we start with simple classes and in a bunch in one document, right? Because this gives us base to create our users. What?
What happened?
I don't know. Why? Why are you not copying it? What? Yo. Copy. Okay.
Okay.
We just want to send a response, and I should say initialize. And I often like to put that's very seedy, but oops. Would you like to say I can just to make sure it works? And now we need to, because we need to have our, it is complaining. We need this model too.
The tweet model, right?
Yeah. require. No.
I think you need 2 dots.
Yeah. Are you happier? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Does this work?
No, we need to set our app also.
Set our app.
Yeah, we need to say where will this go.
They're all set up.
It is all set up. I love this stack. So we already have the user. Yeah, cool. So yeah, let's see.
So you're missing a couple of things.
I am missing.
But it's better if you just see them for yourself. So let's run this. Is it running right now? Apparently it is running, right?
Yeah, it's running. It is not complaining. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's running. Perfect.
Oh,
Are you on the
anymore.
default domain?
Shit. Hold on.
Should be running in the background, no?
It's just that I deleted. I'm sorry.
What if you do Docker PS? Docker.
Oops. Wow.
So it's still running.
Oh, cool. Oh. Okay. Good. Yeah, it is in the local. So I should put stack.localhost.
But we won't be able to see the logs. I think you can type docker compose logs -f. Okay, I lost your screen. It's my internet connection. Stack.localhosts. What does it show us? I saw the actual tutor there, but I think I'm mistaken.
Well, yeah, we
okay,
see
welcome to our stack. All right, cool.
just the base for the view. Docker compose. Log.
But you need to logs -f.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. You have the logs there.
Okay.
So let's go to the users.
My root
Endpoint. Scroll down. Yeah, scroll down to the bottom of the terminal.
Yep. Oh, the terminal.
Yeah. So go to the end of the terminal.
It's there.
Now let's in the browser. Let's go to stack.localhost/API/users.
Could you repeat it, please?
The URL should be stack.localhost/API/users.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Users, not initialize. Okay. We see it in the background in your terminal. So now you can do initialize. And go back to your terminal. And you see a couple of errors there.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
Scroll up.
Unhandle promise.
Parameter object to document must be an object got Arman Amcalar.
Yeah, gotcha.
What does that tell you?
I gotcha. Because I need a first step. I need to say const and just not to be confused. Let's put it like this. And we need
By the way, we didn't take a break. Should we take a break?
5 minutes. Watch face come back.
Okay, let's take a break for 5 minutes.
Where am I? Where am I? Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, back.
Do you have the champagne?
Oh, virtual background doesn't let me show, but I have 2 baby ones because we have class tomorrow at 9.
Well,
It's
yeah, maybe we can
sometime.
have a graduation party and you can drink at the graduation party.
Yes. Ah, cool. I remember what I forget.
Hey, how do we? What
I
did we
forget the
forget?
most important part, that we're dealing with a JSON-based database. I should think
Okay.
about models. I should think. So what I need to do to create it is actually create an object with this. And that has to go yeah. So we will need the name. How did you put it? What is the name? Name, handle, and email. And name Arman. Handle. Thank you. And email.
You copied it and it's still wrong.
Damn it, how did I put it wrong? Can I just invent it though? Because when I'm testing, what I do is something silly like a d@d.con, just to make it easier.
Come on, it's just 2 lines under. You can just copy paste from that. See?
Okay. Makes sense.
She said without replacing d@coyote.com. Okay, thank you. That's a little bit better.
Sorry. Well, yeah. And then what we need to do is we can create a user, but how is it better? Because we used 2 things, right? We can create a new user, or we can wait, you put it all down here?
No, they were already there.
Ah, okay. So where does this come from?
Should we add ets or remove them from the handles? I think we should remove them.
Okay.
Because the URL of a user will not include the @ sign.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
So what do you do with these users?
Yeah, we can create, or I do like to put, I don't like, but I understand. Please help me understand if that's true. I understand that we can put user.find1 because we can make sure if it doesn't find it creates one to avoid duplication.
I see.
Is that
So you want to
this, or
you want to make sure when we run this multiple times, you want to make sure it doesn't crash the database, right?
Yeah.
Like since the users should be unique, it shouldn't create multiple users with the same usernames. So there you do find one and update. Well, it makes sense, I think, but how you use? Do you remember how to use find one and update?
We need to insert it. upsert, which is update and insert.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we pass like the fellow upstairs. So use the object and we put it here. And we say, so we look for this. If we don't find, we create this. And then what we do is we do upsert true.
Yeah, I think upsert true, right?
True.
Yeah. If you find it, update it. If you can't find it, insert it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was the syntax. I don't remember, honestly.
That's why we double,
Something
right?
that I struggle with all the time. Okay, should work.
Cool. And Upsert true. Yeah, cool. And then does this case needs to be a wait? Need to be an async operation because it needs to find, go back.
Yeah, you need to await. You need to await, find one, and update. You don't need async there.
Just
that's not a function because it's you just put await there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I guess that's it. I guess. Should we try again and see what it happens?
No, because now the tweet will fail.
Yeah. But for a tweet, should we also use find one? And then this is definitely create one.
Wait, I think we also need to pass in new true. Isn't that the case? Here.
Oh yeah,
we
sure.
also need this because otherwise it won't return the newly created object. It returns a status object for find one and update.
Makes sense.
You need to do the same for tweet. So the tweet needs to be an object that was it the body?
Body, author, and body.
And the author.
The order doesn't matter, right? As long as we're defining like the key and the value, it doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter?
The order, like a body and author, author and order.
Yeah, the order doesn't matter, yes. Okay. Now, if you do new tweet here, then you need to do tweet one.save because creating a new instance will not save it automatically. Mm-hmm. So what you do, I don't like this. I think this is a little bit better, tweet.create. And then we, of course, await it. And here we also await pcultural to tweet the first tweet. We await -sw to retweet the second tweet. And await here and initializes. I think this should work. Let's see.
Yay. Cool. Here we go there here. And
Okay, another error.
Why?
At path tweets. Parameter object to document must be an object got. Wait, is that it? If you scroll down to the very bottom, you have to scroll a lot to the bottom.
Yeah, not in the bottom, but it's saying.
Go to the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yeah, and you scroll up a little bit, a tiny bit, and then you see the error.
Why are you complaining?
So,
it was so beautiful.
So here, wait, scroll down a little. These are not the errors. You have to find where the error starts. Yep. Wait there.
Oh, here.
You scroll too much.
It's
scroll
not
up. No, you scroll up. This is the error stack. And there you go. Stop.
No hands.
There you go. You have unhandled promise rejection warning, cast error, cast to object ID failed for value, promise, blah, blah. So when you scroll down, this is the original tweet. This is the retweet operation, I guess, at path tweets. So we are trying to, this is coming from user.js line 82. If you scroll down 2 lines, there you see model.retweet, right? User.js 82. Let's go there. In the user model on line 82, we have an error.
I knew it. I knew it. That's not would it be the end.
It's not the end of the retweet. It made a comeback.
Okay.
So
What's the error? What is it? Why are you complaining?
This is a promise. I think you need to await it. That's why. Or you need to use new here. So here's a very good example. You can await it, and this would work. Or you can, in fact, use new here, like this, new tweet. And this also would work. Why is that? Because we are saving that retweet at the end anyway, on line 85.
Oh.
Does it make sense?
That makes super sense. And then actually one of those light bulbs that goes happening when you actually put the hand on the code is that now it makes sense when you're, because I did suffer a lot to understand the initialize, to create initialize. And now like if I'm using this method here, I'm creating and saving, then what would be the next step to instantiate this? Yeah. And then, but now what I have doubt is that, because here, we're actually using the same model, right? Cool. So do you think that will work, or should we change something here?
Let's try it. It should work.
Okay. Yay! That's so exciting.
Yes.
That's so happy.
Do you have Mongo Hub?
Mongo Hub. I don't know.
You don't. But you have Robot3T, right?
I do.
We can have a look at Robot3T, or you can, in the browser, you can go to API users without the initialize, and we should see our users there.
Da-na-na. And that's what we're talking. That's cool, because now if you want, you can explain better the max depth.
Yeah, so first scroll the entire file. This is a large file. Let's see how many lines it is. You can drag the scroll bar down.
It's too much. Maybe we can take the maximum depth. Whoa.
It's like 1,000 lines. It's a lot of objects, and we only have like 2 users. Now let's scroll up to the very top.
Yep.
Let's close the arrow on line 5 and on line 600. So the first user is 600 lines. The second user is 400 lines. There are 2 users here. Let's open line 5 now. And let's close followers, so line 6, line 9, followers and tweets, like tweets. Yeah, so this is the first user, Arman handle-SW. He has following, followers, tweets, and like tweets. Let's open following now. Following and followers, they're empty arrays. Followers as well. Now let's open tweets.
Oof.
So this is a single tweet. If you scroll up, let's close the first tweet on line 13. On line 136. We ran the initialize 2 times. That's why Arman has 2 tweets right now. So Arman has only 2 tweets. Each of them is 130 lines, apparently. Let's open the first one, 13. So that tweet has no retweets, has no attachments, has no likes, has an ID, has an author. If you scroll down, now there, yeah, let's close author. Tweet has a body and it has an original tweet. Let's close original tweet. Created and updated. So individually, these things don't have a lot of information. So if you, let's try with max depth 0. Let's remove auto-populate from user tweets. Let's go to the user model and remove auto-populate from user tweets. Yeah, just comment out that line. Yeah. Let's go back and refresh. Scroll down and let's see how many lines this is in total.
Wow, look at my scroll bar is already so big, but yeah.
It's 80 lines. So it doesn't have any other references. If you scroll up, Paloma has 3 tweets right now. Arman has 3 tweets. And no, Arman actually has 2 tweets. Okay, Arman has 2 tweets. But he has liked tweets, and liked tweets have details. Let's also remove that auto
Likes?
Yeah, likes.
That because it was just one depth.
Let's go back and refresh. Yep, this is much simpler, 50 lines. Yep. Now we're only storing and bringing in references. We have everywhere. If we add, let's go back to tweet model. There was a max depth 3 there, right? Where was it?
3, no, it wasn't the 3 was the tweet here.
Oh yeah, there. So let's make it max depth 1. And let's refresh now. So here now you see, if you scroll up. So this first document is Arman and tweets is Arman's tweets. You see the author, the body, the original tweets. You understand that this is a retweet. You don't get the handle, you only get the ID. When we do max depth 1, it doesn't fetch the author details. It only fetches the author ID. So max depth 0, or when you remove auto-populate, the tweet was only represented with its ID. When we said max depth 1, it fetched the first level of information, and there the author is still an ID. When you do max depth 2, you will see ID, you'll see the author has its own document right now. So let's go back to the code and do max depth 2. Yeah. Refresh. And here you will see now the author has their handle.
Mm-hmm.
The original tweet is now also a full tweet with its body and so on.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
Cool.
Okay, I think max depth 2 is good. We can now go back to liked tweets and do the same for there. I don't know if we want to auto-populate liked tweets, but for the sake of this experiment, let's do it.
Okay. But it was already just 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how many lines this will be.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
No, I didn't add
When we
that
have
much.
max depth 2, it's not too bad. 200 lines. All right. Congrats. You made your application. The Twitter backend is here.
Whoa, but we still need a little bit of front end to make some magic, right?
Yes.
What do I have to do? Verify database connection. Yeah.
Yes. How do we do it, the front end?
I thought about asking some help for that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
Yeah, they save us. No, I want to call another student of yours, which is our front-end star, and I want to invite her in because she's really fabulous. She's really amazing with front-end, and she has a deeper understanding of you. So, Gabby, help! And we.
So can we invite her? Should I invite her?
Yeah. Is she
available?
I guess.
Is she expecting any money?
I hope she's watching this and she will attend to my thoughts. Gabby, help.
You might want to apply the patch first.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what is the patch thing?
Yes.
Cool.
I will invite Gabby to the call.
Okay, cool. So I will add this magic.
So what we did was we wanted to have a good front end for our application. And we didn't want to waste time building a Twitter lookalike. So I did that as a experiment, as a weekend project. I implemented logs. I think you don't need. Do you need to build it again?
I guess so.
I think. Are you sure?
I understand. Yes.
Oh yeah. You should build, but now you need to kill the running containers first, because if you do Docker PS, you have the running containers. You need to kill them first. And now you can do Docker Compose up build. Gabby?
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing good. You too?
I think we're also doing fine. I don't know, were you watching the stream?
Yes, on and off because I needed a snack.
Okay, this is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? So we are hosting Paloma today, and she wanted to. You need a dash between Docker and Compose, Paloma. It's Docker dash Compose. Docker space Compose. Docker Compose up dash build. So we are running with Paloma tonight, and she is the next question. She's going to earn her graduation, but the next question is Vue.js. So she wanted to phone a friend. She wanted to use a joker. I don't know what it's called. In Turkish, it's called like using a phone joker, and like a joker card. And Gabby, she's calling you. You have 30 minutes. No, you have 30 seconds to to implement the front end.
How much money is on the line?
I think she's running for $1 million.
Oh my.
So if she wins this, she's gonna be the millionaire. And you need to help Paloma. Okay, let's see how the front end will look. I don't even know if it's ever gonna look anything like anything. We could also run into some bugs that we need to solve. We'll see. It's super exciting. So I was explaining what I did was I did a Twitter clone on the front end, only the displays thing, and then I prepared it as a patch that Paloma could apply on top of the Coyote stack. What it does is it modifies the front end folder, and it adds a couple of new components, layouts, etc., to render the front end. Let's see if it's going to work. It also works with, what does it work with? It works with Bootstrap 5. So it's cutting edge, brand new, and we're gonna see if and how it will work.
Strong emotions. Yeah. Cool.
Of course, our front-end stack requires Cypress and stuff for tests. 1,807 packages from 1,240 people. Amazing. Amazing. This is what they call rising on the shoulders of giants. On top of the shoulders of giants. We have 1,300 people, and we're building our work on their work. This is why open source is important, and this is why we have to give back.
That's why I'm so happy to be now in an open source department, because it's
Yes.
It's pretty amazing.
What happened to our build?
It's building forever.
Okay, let's wait a couple of more seconds.
Mm-hmm. So in our to-do list, add view, it's actually already done, because in the stack that I use the template from Coyote stack, it's already installed, right? Otherwise, the next step would actually, if we don't have the Docker Compose file, if you don't have the whole stack, you would say, oh, my backend is working. You could have just installed the view and create your front end, nice. But now with the stack, we already have this whole boilerplate already done. Cool. Gabi, just checking while we wait the never-ending installation. Do you have access to my live sharing?
I can send her the link.
Yes, because I had it, but I was a guest,
I'm gonna send you the link.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's have a look at the browser. Yes.
I have to say that I haven't opened yet. You told me about the patch, but I haven't seen it. It's like what?
Isn't it amazing? You might need to expand it a little bit, because there is an issue with the users at the bottom. The follow button is expanded horizontally. No, expand the browser window horizontally. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to look.
Wow. It's super nice.
What do you say? Would it be good if this would be how Twitter looked? Is the better Twitter?
I like it.
Not bragging, but
Now we only need to add dark mode and it will be perfect.
Oh yes, the dark mode. Yes, we need the dark mode. All right, how do we go from here? I think Gabby doesn't know the code, so it would be kind to show her around.
Oh, okay. Gabby, if you watch this stream, you kind of saw, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean about the backend code, the front-end code.
Oh, okay. Gabby, do you want to put your hands on and try it? If you can actually touch and...
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm checking the home view.
How do I...
I think in the live share you can follow her.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you see me now. I'm pink. So yeah, we come from the store where we are getting the data, I guess, the users.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're using the actions here on the home view. And we are getting the users this way. But so far we aren't using them, I guess.
Oh, I didn't know I built the fetch users. Did I build that? Interesting.
This, yeah.
Interesting. Whoa, cool. Yeah, apparently I built it. Whoa, all right. Yeah, we need to make use of it. So if you go to the components, we currently have, do we have components? We have
We
the
have
tweet
a tweet.
component, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we have a tweet component that has certain props and that shows certain hard-coded values, like the card title has my name on it, the photo is wrong, whatever. So I didn't build a lot. I just built a tweet component, and everything else is, I think, on FView as the Chrome, like the sidebars and stuff. And yeah. And then we have the home.view where we have where we do the call, I guess. And yeah, in the template, what we have is we have the create tweet section at the top, and in the bottom we also have like 4 hard-coded tweets. So what we should do is the tweets here, the 4 hard-coded tweets should represent, let's say, a timeline. So all the tweets that we have in the database right now. And maybe we can also create a tweet with that form. That could be interesting.
Yeah. But first we will have to get fetch the tweets, right?
I'm sorry?
We will have to fetch the tweets first, right?
If you go to the network tab in the developer console, Paloma, I think we're already fetching the users and along with the users, we're fetching their tweets. So if you go to the network tab and refresh, there you see we're fetching the users, types XHR there, and look at the response or the preview. Yeah, it's the entire users. So we're fetching the users and their tweets. But it's a good idea. I think we can add another API to fetch the tweets only. Yeah. Why do we use the users API? That makes sense. So we can add another API to fetch only the tweets.
Okay.
So this means another endpoint on the backend to fetch all the tweets.
I guess we will have to create a new route, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's create a new route called tweets.
Yes, we'll need most of this. Okay.
And that should return all the tweets.
find empty to get all of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
I don't-
delete the user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not needed.
Okay.
And we have to register it, I guess.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Here. So we can use this route to get all the tweets.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay. And I think that's it from this part.
There's an error.
Oh.
It says it requires a middleware but got an object. Did you export anything in the router? I think you need to export.
I forgot that. Yep. I think is module.exports. It will be router.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. Yeah. Oops. And now it should work.
Yes, it's working right now. Let's go to the browser and go to stack localhost /API/tweets.
Just in case I broke something.
Yeah, let's see if we have tweets. Okay. 1 billion lines. This is because of the max depth.
Damn max depth. Sorry.
When you fetch the tweets, it fetches 1 billion lines. So auto-populate for the original tweet as well. I think if you remove auto-populate from the original tweet, as I did right now, could you refresh the web page? I commented out auto-populate.
On my
at
computer,
least it's not that
burning. It's
yeah,
red.
at least, but right now, at least it's not that terrible. Wait, go back to the browser. Let's see, what is taking so much? Is it like the author?
I don't know, but it's like a really long.
Okay, refresh again. I removed auto-populate from the author. Yeah, I think it's auto-populating the author. We really need the handle from the auto-populates. I think mongoose auto-populate select. I'm Googling it right now.
Okay.
Mongoose auto-populate. Yeah, it doesn't read the docs. Okay. Options arguments. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It just said auto-populate select handle or name, and that should work. But apparently it doesn't. When we put auto-populate select handle, it just goes crazy. let's see. Let's see if we can optimize it. Okay, in the tweets, I'm going to do, after find, we're going to populate path author and select handle. What happens if you refresh now?
Oh, I'm going to save it because I still didn't put it in automatically save.
Oh, wait, was that why it didn't work before?
And now it worked. I mean, it's still a lot.
Did you refresh?
I did. But it's
okay,
still
what do we
have?
No, go scroll up to the top. Okay, author has some details right now. I don't know why it's not bringing why it's not just bringing the handle. Is it not the handle in the user model?
Yeah, supposed to be.
It is handle, right? But it's not bringing in handle, which is weird, but it's fine. If it's not crashing right now, yeah, we can just move with this.
Yeah, it's handle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. We can go on. So we have the tweets, right? How many tweets do we have?
One.
One? No, let's go back to the browser and see. Close line 5. And 2000s, yeah, that one, that one, that one. We have a couple of tweets. All right, we have like what, 6 tweets. Let's see if we can render these.
Do the magic, Gabby.
You are still following me on the...
Oh, now yeah, sorry. Now it is.
No worries. Okay, so since our endpoint does work now, let's create an action to get the tweets.
Okay.
Just like this, it should work. Now let's go to home. And let's also get that action to get the tweets. Yeah. Maybe we should have like data to store our tweets. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start like an empty array, and now when we on creation, we can add the tweets we already have. Oh, we need that here to make it async so it works. Tweets. Okay, and I mean, I guess we don't need for now the users.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And now we can change here. Doing for each, let's create a tweet, for example. Let me copy this. Okay. Wait. Before.
You want to have the correct
Yeah.
indentation, right? It's
Oh,
currently within
yeah.
the, yeah.
Here. For each tweet of tweets, we.
Oh, does it work with the off syntax? I thought it would be tweet in tweets.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I think I
I'm
had
also not
used
sure.
it off, but.
Okay, let's try. Let's try off. I don't know if it's gonna work.
But I think
Maybe.
we need to pass the prompt, right?
Yes. So it has likes, number of likes, date,
Okay.
body.
Likes. Likes will be, I guess, tweet.likes.
So tweet.likes is an array.
Oh,
And you want,
length.
yeah.
The length. It has a body too, right?
Mm-hmm. And it has a date.
Date.
That should be created at, I think.
Oh.
Paloma, you're not following Gabby. And what else do we have? What other props do we have? Can you look at the tweet?
Yeah. Oh, we have replies.
Replies, retweets. Okay. Retweets as well.
Tweets.
We don't have replies right now. We can do retweets.
Retweets only.
Okay.
Okay.
Then maybe let's comment out the others.
Yeah. I guess we could check out if it works.
Yeah. Let's see.
Dun, dun, dun.
So there is a module error. Unexpected token in
home.view.
home view. Is it line 9? It is line 20.
20. Here.
Where was a comma? On line 20. Was there a comma on line 20?
This is line
No.
20, so.
On line 19, you need a comma.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Great.
Whoa.
Ooh.
There you go.
Gabby, my tweet! You made my tweet showed up! No!
Scroll down.
The power of components.
So see, retweets is an array right now. We need to pass the length to retweets. It's funny. It's the array of IDs.
Let's fix that. Retweets. Length.
Okay. And let's also fix the author. The author is hard-coded to me. You need to fix the tweet component and then the home component.
Yeah, that's true.
It should, yeah, it should have an author.
Yeah, another props, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we add it here and then
Author. But the author is an object. So.
that name. Right?
And then, yeah, you need to also change the what do you call it?
The picture.
The picture, yeah. The avatar.
According to.
Let's wait. Okay, we're gonna fix it. We need to add them to MongoDB. We can do that over Robo3T. Let's scroll down and fix the other parts that are hard coded. Yeah, that should be author.
The username.
Handle, I guess. No, it was handled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see now. Let's go back to the browser, save this file. And let's go back to the browser. We didn't pass in the user yet, right?
We have to
let's pass in. Yeah, let's pass in the author.
Author.
Okay.
Let's check now.
Should be good, right?
Whoa.
Cool.
There you are.
Oh, I can put a photo in the asset here.
Yeah.
Now let's fix the file paths. Paloma, you need to open Robo3T. Or wait. Let's not do it over Robo3T. Let's do it over our initializer. If you go to the JPEG here on line 39, I'm not sure if it's on line 39. No, it's not on the home component. It's on the tweet component. If you go to the tweet component, no, the view component.
This?
No.
What are
tweet view
this
component? Yeah, this is the only component we have for tweets in our application. You need to copy this source. Oh wait, this is the handle. Oh, okay, this is smart. Then Gabby, let's do it like this. Let's find the source and let's find the handle. I think you just need to replace the handle. That's all.
Oh, yeah, because I was seeing that the names matched the file names.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it does. Smart. So we don't really need the profile picture for now. We can then add the file path to our model. I mean, it's in the model, but to our initialization script.
Here, oh no, I need to.
I think it should be backticks inside quotes.
Oh, okay.
You have the double quotes. Inside them, you have the backtick.
And here, interpolation here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, not there. The backtick should be for the entire source.
Oh, okay.
The interpolation will be there. The backtick should be in the entire source.
From here to the end.
No, that was correct.
Oh.
It's double quotes and then backtick.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
True.
And then there you have the interpolation.
It was also the handle, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
I think.
Let's save it and go to the browser. Oops. What happened? Can you inspect it, Paloma?
Yeah.
Let's inspect the image. Oh, the user image. You don't need to, yeah. You don't need to expand the console. It's fine. But you need to inspect the image.
Sorry, it's behaving super weird. How do I find the image here?
You can use the element picker on top left of the console, of the developer console. Yeah, that one.
Oh.
And then, yeah, click that. And there you go. So it's p-cultural. Okay, let's have a look at the assets folder. Don't we have your picture there? It is there.
Yeah.
Why didn't it work? P-cultural, it's there. Okay, let's scroll down and see if there's a tweet from me and if its picture is correct. Oh no, it's also not correct. That's so weird.
This one is. Oh, but this one is the hard-coded?
Source is... What's wrong? The source is correct. Yeah, what is different? Let's have a look at them. What is different? Let's have a look at the... No, in the browser, let's have a look at the image up there, up top. You can right click on the image and say inspect there as well. That also works. Okay, I see. The assets don't actually appear there. So we cannot really use dynamic dynamic images because the assets are not there. They have to be under the public folder, I guess. Public image. Yeah, what if I add them under public image? I will copy them under public image. Yeah. And I think now if you go back to the tweet component, instead of, I think this should work. You can even do just directly slash. If you save the file.
Without image, without this part, or?
No, like without the dots in front.
Oh.
Because if we put a user in the URL, it will look for the image under that user's URL. But if you remove the dots, it starts from the root URL. So let's see in the browser.
That makes sense. Check.
No. Inspect them again.
No, at least.
Yeah, it's not there.
Is it?
So this is sad. Is it like stack.localhost / write that in the URL stack.localhost / image / pcultural.jpg? No, it's JPEG without the E.
No.
Interesting. Can you go to the network tab? It is weird. Okay, can you open your IDE and see if the file is there? Maybe I didn't do a good job in copying and pasting your folders. Go under public image. Pcultural. Yeah. Okay. So I think you can do it. In under assets, open assets and pcultural there. Okay. Copy and paste these. I tried to copy and paste them remotely. It didn't work. You need to copy and paste them under public images, and it should work. Yeah, you need to paste there. Yep. Okay. The same for my image as well. You don't need to delete it. You can just write over it. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. don't delete it. Yeah.
He wants to delete it.
But now create a copy.
Ah, come on. It should have
Let me
asked.
delete
It should
it.
have asked.
I delete it.
It should have asked. That's so terrible. That's terrible. That is just terrible. Paloma 3, Armand 0.
Idea 9. Are you ready?
Yes.
Have to
Now,
work.
if you go, yes,
Ta-da!
yes,
I'm ready.
Yay!
yes.
Yay.
Retweet interface as well.
Now, if you turn off the console, completely turn it off, and it's gonna look much better. Perfect.
Wow. How cool is that?
The retweets and everything are there. Yay. We need to sort them in a descending order.
Hmm.
And maybe arrange the date, put it in a nicer way.
And make the date look better. So I'm going to sort them.
Let us see you in action. For you didn't touch the code.
I did sort minus created that. And if you go back to the browser, it should look correct right now. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Cool. This is exactly how we want it to work. Perfect. Good job, team. Great.
Woohoo.
Oh, coyotes!
I think we should, and maybe next time we can also work on creating the tweet itself. What do you think?
Are you ready, Paloma?
I'm ready. But that was pretty amazing, though. I mean, a team is always better than one.
Yay.
That's why I have a champagne for you too, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Paloma and Gabby. I know how hard this is for you. Doing this live, your first ever pair programming sessions, doing them live, but I'm very, very, very proud of what you have achieved. And I also want you to be proud of yourselves and send the links to your friends at Source Labs and in your new companies and tell them that a rock star is coming and a YouTube star is coming. And you can also tell them that you can teach them these skills if they ask, and if they're really nice to you, if they make you coffee, you can teach them these skills.
That's inside joke for, but yeah. Thank you so much. That was so amazing. I was so freaking out in the morning, like, no.
It was fun.
But you did it.
It was fun.
Yay.
Agree.
Super
And
fun.
just I will put everything on I will upload it.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's open source, right? I will fix
Yeah.
better the README and make it a nicer documentation, but it's
Yeah.
open source. So if someone wants to implement our, what was it now what to do?
We need to edit the tweets. A big
And create
feature
an updatable tweet.
there. Yes, that was.
It's open for contributions.
Okay. Yeah, we still have so much to do. We need user authentication, user accounts, tweet creation, retweet, actual functionality on the page. I think this is fun, and I think we can work on it as a team. And let's see where we get. Okay, until next time, folks on Twitter, thank you for watching us. We're gonna see you later. Have fun, code, and have fun while coding. And class, I'm gonna see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Coyote's last lecture of the first cohort. And you're going to be creating your own NPM libraries and putting them on NPM. I still didn't come up with ideas for different libraries that we can build, but we will definitely build brand new Node.js libraries tomorrow morning, and we're going to publish them on NPM. So, and that's how we end up, on a very, very high note. Your own open source libraries, and your colleagues will be like, really, in the second month? This is crazy. And that's why we're doing all of this. Thank you, and have a good night's sleep, Paloma and Gabby. You're wonderful. You're amazing, and I'm so proud of you. We'll see you all later.
We have the best teacher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not the best, but at least we're trying to do great things together, right? I think I might need to end the stream, actually.
Go.
So let me try
Sleep.
to do that. Let me try to do that. Turn
And
off the
have
lights.
dinner.
And have dinner. You're right.
Don't forget.
It's my dinner time.
Your pizza.
Yes, no. Pizza is for only for breakfast or lunch. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.